Okay, I see most of you got a donut and a cup of coffee, so it looks like we should be ready to go. My name is Mike Allen. I'm the president and owner of Crown Mortgage Company. Crown is a 39-year-old mortgage banking firm. Mortgage banking firm means we actually lend the people the money and they make their payment to us. We never sell the loan. This is Katie, your loan officer, my loan assistant, and Katie's the one you'll actually work with on a day-to-day basis. I'd like to thank you for your time. John, thank you for inviting us. And I'm going to do my best not to waste it. My goal, though, today is to, in fact, hopefully make you have an aha moment that says, oh, wait a minute, they could use that program. I could use that program to close the Smith transaction. Or I could use that program to put a furnace into the house so that they could buy it minimum down FHA on the Jones transaction. So we're really hoping to actually stimulate enough thought that you're going to say, there's a commission I can make using this program. And that's our real goal, is to help you increase your business, okay? So you have information, by the way. The packet that we gave you, which is right here in front of you, has information on the different programs. So there's stories about people that have used the program, realtors that have used the program and how they used it. And then there's testimonials by the realtor and the buyer afterward. So I'm going to turn it over to Katie at this point. Katie?
You got it. Well, with 39 years in the industry, Crown has established a reputation of speed, flexibility, and security. So you'll see that the first flyer you've got here with the over the internet and telephone 1 hour written mortgage commitment. So those of you that I have met and I tell you that our office is based out of Oak Lawn, your eyes light up because you think it's an inconvenience, or maybe the borrower isn't going to want to drive 45 minutes to Oak Lawn. That's not a problem. What we can do actually is we can set up a meeting right here in your office with the borrower, and we can issue them a real mortgage commitment in 1 hour using the internet and the telephone. We coordinate with the borrower, with the underwriters back in Oak Lawn, and we get that approval to them within 1 hour, and that's for FHA, VA, or conventional loans. You'll see also the note there that a 10-day closing is there as well.
Okay, so each one of these handouts that we've given you is just to stimulate some thought, and then you can call Katie naturally afterward and ask her questions on the specific programs, including the ones, by the way, that I'm going to discuss. So flexibility is one of the other things we're known for. Another example of our flexibility is in the next handout, which is how quickly can you buy? Now, these are the rules as to how quickly they can buy after a foreclosure, a short sale, or a deed in lieu. And Crown Mortgage Company will actually make these loans along these guidelines. Now, they still have to qualify, but we'll talk about that in more detail later. This just gives you an idea that so if somebody walks in and says, I had a foreclosure, you can look at it and say, oh, you had a foreclosure a year ago. I could take you FHA, and you can talk to Katie about this, but I can take you FHA after 1 year if, in fact, the foreclosure was caused by the death of her husband, who was the main breadwinner, something along those lines. There are 200,000 potential buyers in this category of foreclosure, short sale, and deed in lieu. So there's a lot of potential buyers, many of which don't even realize that they could buy. You'll notice one other thing right at the top there. We talk about the Crown Mortgage. I'll be talking more about the Crown Mortgage at the end. Okay, the Crown Mortgage is our in-house proprietary mortgage product, and you'll notice that it says that we will consider loans with 20% down in any of these areas, foreclosure, short sale, deed in lieu, okay, after a 6-month period.
Moving on to your next flyer, no money needed to buy a home. So this is another proprietary program to Crown Mortgage Company called 100% Financing. And 30% of the borrowers out there think that they need at least 20% down, particularly if they're going conventional. But that is not the case with our 100% financing program, where they can actually go through Crown and have the down payment and all the closing costs financed into the loan. So they literally do not need any money to get into their dream home. And you'll see the next flyer there is repairs after closing. This is very similar to the 203K program. It's the same concept. The difference is that Crown Mortgage can close the loan in 10 days, so you get your commission, and then the repairs are completed after the closing. So think about something where maybe you need a furnace, or you need toilets in that home, or there's no garage on the property and the borrower is very interested in the home, but they want a 2-car detached garage. No problem. That's something that we can take care of. It's all done in-house, and since we have control over that process, that's what allows it to happen quicker, that we don't need the HUD approved appraisers to go out to the property or the inspection to take place. So that's been a very popular program for us as well.
Okay, the next handout that you've got is actually on the Crown Mortgage. As I said, the Crown Mortgage is Crown's proprietary program. The basics are that we will do single family only, by the way, owner occupied only, by the way. But we can, in fact, do any buyer that qualifies. And basically, if you can show me how that buyer is going to make the payment, and they're going to make the payment, so credit counts too, we're going to, in fact, consider that loan. So all we look at is, can they, in fact, make the payment, and will they make the payment? So you've got some things as an example. The government today says a self-employed individual has to be 2 years self-employed to qualify on the income. Okay, the Crown Mortgage, we could take somebody who's 6 months self-employed and, in fact, get them into a home. These are the kind of things that we're looking at. Now, naturally, you can call Katie for more detail on the Crown Mortgage Company, and she'll walk you through the entire program. Okay? Next is security. Security. Well, 39 years in the business is your security. The fact that we control the entire process. So it's our approval, our appraisal, our funds for the closing. And you'll see that the next thing you have here is 6,000 transactions. That's one of the major real estate attorneys in our area. He's been using our company for 20 years. You can read his letter there and see that we do a very good job on the closings and after. One of the other things, I saw an article in the paper the other day on, I think it was Quicken Mortgage, that had so many problems on their foreclosures and the way they were handling their servicing that the government fined them $2 million. Well, Crown Mortgage Company has happy customers. We have never been fined by the government for the way we handle foreclosures or our servicing whatsoever.
So kind of the purpose of this presentation, and with Mike and I talking a little bit about some of these programs, is we're hoping that you're going through your brain saying, okay, well, who do I know? Who do I know that's had a short sale, a foreclosure, deed in lieu, bankruptcy, self-employed, their current home is underwater, whether it's a friend or a family member, a potential borrower that you weren't able to help maybe recently, and also think about your listings. Do you have any properties out there where the pipes burst or it needs a new furnace?
Wait a minute, you're going into my area, Katie.
Oh,
You moved into my area. Katie was supposed to talk to you about the buyers, and I'm supposed to talk to you about the properties, okay? So property, she already mentioned things as an example that we can't add a garage. I want to add something, by the way. Somebody said to me, wow, you guys talk about all the problems you can solve and everything. Don't you do regular loans? Well, yeah, we do regular loans, but we typically get started with people on the basis of helping them with a problem or helping them make a commission, and then they all of a sudden realize that why wouldn't you use us just for a regular transaction? Your buyers love us. We can work with them when they're in their home and get the mortgage commitment done. We close on time. We take care of them. They have real people they're working with. If they have a problem later on, 2 years from now, they can call Katie and say, Katie, you promised me I wouldn't have a problem, and Katie's going to make sure they don't. Okay, so yes, we do all the regular stuff too. We're FHA, VA, and Fannie Mae conventional approved. So we do all of that, but we try to stress the fact that here's the areas that we can help you make commissions, okay? So I did a property the other day that had been rejected, and the story's actually in the packet here, that had been rejected. The buyer actually got rejected by another mortgage company. Another buyer snuck in between his next contract that he wrote, and the other buyer after 60 days got rejected. So the seller said, I will accept nothing but a cash offer. We came in with a 10-day closing with all repairs after closing and talked to the seller. The seller accepted our contract on the basis that we guaranteed we'd close in 10 days and all repairs would be done afterward. Everybody was happy. The seller got their money, the realtors got their commission, and the buyers did all the repairs after the closing, and they got their home. Okay, so Questions? What have you got?